So you have Crohn's disease and you've already decided how you're going to tell someone you like about your Crohn's, but when do you tell them? When is the right time? Well, don't worry, because in this video I will break it down to you on when to tell someone about your Crohn's disease. Hello, welcome back to my channel. For the best tips, tricks and information relating to Crohn's and colitis, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a video every Sunday. Right, so if you've watched part 1 of this mini-series, you will by now know how to tell someone about your Crohn's disease. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure you click the video link in the description box below and then come back to this video. If you have, then keep watching as I will guide you through on when the right moment is to tell someone about your Crohn's disease. Just remember, you always have a choice to tell someone about your condition or not, regardless if you feel like the choice is being taken away from you. What I mean by this is that if your friends start to notice you acting odd, looking different or unwell, and sometimes have unexplained absences that they may try and call you out on, then you may have a choice on if you want to tell them what's really going on or not if they confront you about it. I can tell you from experience, the moment I started to say what was happening, the easier it was for my friends to understand what was going on in my life. But I chose the moment that was best for me, even when people were asking what was going on with me. On the flip side, hiding what's going on can cause strains in relationships and even in friendships. So people can become frustrated with you and you run the risk of adding more stress to your life with possible fallouts with friends or partners. Basically, there are pros and cons to what you decide to do if confronted about your health, but whatever you decide, just make sure it's the right thing for you to do at that moment in time. Now, leading on from this, the most obvious thing on when to tell someone about your condition is when you're actually ready. This looks and feels different to everyone, as opening up about such a personal thing like your health, especially about Crohn's, can be very difficult. It took me the best part of 10 years to actually feel comfortable to openly discuss things with my friends and put myself out here on social media, which you can find all the links in the description box below. But really, you have to tell them when you actually feel ready. Now, if you choose to tell someone who hasn't asked about what is going on with your health, the best thing to do is to do it when you're feeling well enough. So if you've just recovered from a flare or come out of hospital, make sure you have enough strength and have recovered as best as you can before meeting up or calling that person you're about to tell. These conversations are never short and they can take a lot out of you, especially if you feel comfortable enough to really open up, and visiting these traumatic memories can be very draining. Lastly, and many people have done this, and that is to tell someone about your illness on a need-to-know basis. An example of this can be when you're at work and only tell your manager because you need to have special arrangements made to you on shift patterns or working environment, and the only way you can get that is to come clean about your condition. Now you know when to tell someone about your chronic illness, but what about how to tell them and general dating tips when you meet up? Well, I've done 2 videos on these separate topics and you can find a link to those in the description box below. Also, if you want to join an exclusive community of people who receive tips and tricks on living with Crohn's and colitis, make sure you sign up to my newsletter by visiting the link in the description box below. If you like this video, then let me know by giving me a like, subscribe and share it with your friends and family, and leave a comment below on how helpful you found this, and I'd love to hear your feedback so I can make better videos for you all. I'd also love to hear your experiences on when you've told someone about your Crohn's disease, so please leave those in the comments below. Now make sure you check out these videos on more useful tips, tricks and information for Crohn's and colitis. Hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a video, as well as leaving a like and a comment if you enjoyed this and found it useful. And I can't wait to see you all in the next episode.